Eventually, we're going to run out of fossil fuel. So at some point, the technology to replace them has to advance.
We've invested so much in solar. We've invested so much into wind power. And really, that investment is just the cutting edge of a technological revolution that now requires us to look at electric motors. Your current crop of electric motors are still being built and operated on a concept that was established over 100 years ago.
Because nobody else is working on this, Multipolar is ahead of the curve. Nobody else is trying to do something different with an electric motor.
It's time for a change, and Multipolar brings that change to the market in a way that no one else is even looking at right now.
Multipolar's got the advantage because we've got the patent. It puts us really years ahead of the competition on this.
The special thing about this patent is that this motor design has really good idea to put many poles into the electric motor.
We have a lot of small, high-speed poles internal to the rotors of the machine, and that allows us to control the magnetic field digitally that tells it exactly the best way to run built within the machine.
Multipolar technology is an improvement in how the power is generated. If anybody's ever used a wrench, you have to turn it a lot to be able to move back to the same spot and move it again. And we improved on that. We made a ratchet. You just have to move it a little bit and then you can put your full torque back to it again. This is the advantage that Multipolar has.
The electrical motor from Multipolar is going to provide some efficiency advantages over some of the current electric motors. So those going to give you that high torque but running less electricity.
Any electric motor, the only way to get more power out of it is to pump more energy into it. One way is to use less current, and the only way to use less current is to use more voltage. And so the Multipolar is actually a higher voltage DC motor. That's energy that you save that you don't have to have in your battery.
The intriguing idea the Multipolar has is that the sensor system can provide you the live feed of what's going on in your electric motors.
Now I've got a motor that itself can tell me. I just tell it the speed, and it will tell me what the most efficient way to run it is. This is a big thing when you start talking about large vehicles. I can retrofit a diesel truck with this motor without changing out a lot of components, because once you get the programming and the control right, you just tell it what to do and it does it.
Can we take this software that is so nuanced, so exact, and pair it with machinery and equipment that is equally exact so that you get more out of the machines that you're producing? And with machine learning, you get technology that becomes smarter over time as it's used.
The Multipolar, it's rare earth free. The big reason for that is obviously scarcity of components. It also means if one of the coils fails, you can fix it on site with very little downtime.
Multipolar will make a difference in certain applications, and those would tend to be larger horsepower motor and generation.
This motor is truly versatile. When the technology is fully developed, this motor would be able to be applied to automobiles. It could be applied to trains. It could be applied to wind turbine generators. It could be applied to mining. It could be applied to oil extraction.
The Multipolar motor is purpose-built for the rigors of drilling operations. Integrated with AI-driven adaptive learning, it enhances performance over time, improving operational efficiency while reducing both costs and unplanned downtime. Its compact, serviceable design simplifies maintenance, and its robust construction ensures reliable performance in extreme conditions typical of drilling environments.
What we're going to do is bring something to the market that no one's ever seen before.
As an inventor, this is something always intrigues me. If it's too easy, everybody is already invented, right? But this one here is going to give us the opportunity to work together as a team to invent something that has never been done before.
The ideas that we're proving now is going to make this the standard of the way we do motors from here on out.
We have proof of concept, we have intellectual property, we have a university collaboration, we have a team of experts in the field. A lot of the qualifications that you need to have, we have already accomplished over the past couple of years.
Believe the data. We provided this data to engineers around the world, to universities, to independent thinkers who have looked at all of this and said, this concept not only can work, it will work. And the only reason it hasn't been brought to life before is because the machinery hasn't been there to mold it and model it and make it possible. But now that it is, It's time to rethink how we do electric motors.
We're trying to advance electrical engineering, motor and generator technology, and move forward with some new stuff that's going to be exciting and improve the lives of people that are using this stuff. I think that we would like to see new things on the horizon in America, so hopefully this is one of those things.